Hello, welcome to a video. Welcome to 2024 in review. Happy New Year! These trees need to go. They need to go. But it's not quite New Year yet. It's New Year's Eve when I'm filming this. These will be going soon. Anyway, it is time for 2024 in review. It is time to take a glance back at the year, see how I did with some of my reading goals, some of my other goals. What did I set my goals as? Good question. I am really bad at remembering to check my goals, but I have got my always fully booked planner from 2024 with my goals written on it in front of me. And having a glance at it, I feel I was pretty laid back with what my goals were for 2024. So I'm also gonna have a look at the video that I did for my goals for 2024 and see if I can gain any more insight from that on what I actually set out to do. I will watch that myself. I won't put it up and do a reaction thing so much. But number one goal that I can see right here that is the same for this year is 100 books. I can report that in 2024 I read 134 books. So I overachieved. Hip hip hooray. 134, which is actually the highest number of books I have ever read in a year. For the last few years I have achieved over 100, but 134 is the highest I've ever got to. Do I think a lot of that is down to manga? Maybe. But then in years past I've read more comics, and I don't think I've read any comics this year. So maybe not. I don't know. But 134 books in total is pretty good going. Allow me to pull up my story graph because I've imported all of my stuff over. 134 books. My average time to finish a book is 4 days. 44,639 pages over 134 books. That's pretty good. And then it does break down a lot more than that, but I don't know if I really care a lot about this. 25% of the books I've read have been adventurous. 65% of the books I read are medium-paced. Only 6% are slow-paced. I clearly don't often go for a slow-paced book. 44% of my books are bigger than 300 pages. 15% of my books are bigger than 500 pages. I read big books, maybe? I read 99% fiction and 1% non-fiction. That doesn't surprise me. I need to read more non-fiction, really. And my most read author was the author of Ragnar Crimson, Daiki something. I don't know it off the top of my head. Closely followed by Sebastian D. Castell and V. Schwab. Who'd have thunk it? I read 100% in English because I don't know any other language. And my average star rating for the year is 3.9 stars. There you go. That's my reading wrap up for the year. The next goal I've got in my planner is TBR Vets. Now, I don't know if I tracked this or if this was just well, I know I didn't track this. I haven't put a way to measure this, so I can't really say if that's something I achieved or not. There are definitely a few books that had been on my TBR for a while that I got to. For example, I'm just looking over there and seeing When Women Were Dragons. That had been on my TBR for quite a while, and I did read that one. The Kingdom of Liars, that had been on there for a while. Witch Sign, Den Patrick, that had been on there for a good time. So there are definitely some that I got to, but I can do better. Maybe I need a way to track that a bit better in 2025, because I have put it again as just a general remember your TBR vets, so I need a better way to track that. Next on my list is my 3-to-1 limit, which I can confirm I stuck to and worked, and I have tokens left over that I'm cancelling out because I'm starting my token system again in the new year. So this is going up on the 1st, so they're dead tokens now. I lost them, which I'm okay with. I would rather be losing extra tokens. Do you know what I mean? So clearly my book buying was not as excessive in 2024 as it has been in years past. And I think the lack of book hauls that I did this year reflects that. Any book shopping I did, I tended to do in a vlog of some kind, and I just wasn't buying as many books, which is good. When it comes to sorting out my accounts for the year, I'll be able to see exactly how much I spent on books, which should be less this year than previous years, which is a mixed bag because taxes. Okay, next up I put final books on here. I'm calling that a fail. I just am. I'm looking over at Legacy of Light, I'm looking over at Fury of a Demon. I know that there are final books that I should have got to that I did not. I should do better at that, but that is a big old failure. And then I also have put series on here, and I did do good with series. I reread some series, I did read some sequels, I just didn't get to final books, so I'll say series is a semi-pass. Semi. Then I have read for pleasure, not pressure. And I'm thinking, as this was my best reading year ever, and I definitely had more fun with my reading this year than I think I ever have before, I'm gonna say that was a win. I have really enjoyed my reading this year. I've experimented more this year. I've dabbled in more genres this year than I ever have before. Like this year, I dabbled in horror and discovered that there are certain subgenres of horror that I like. I like gothic horror, I like speculative horror, but I discovered that I don't hate horror, which is new and fun, so yay for that. I am capable of enjoying a horror book, which is new. Also, this year I've discovered my love of translated healing fiction. I have fallen absolutely head over heels in love with healing fiction, like the Kamigawa Food Detectives, like Before the Coffee Gets Cold, the Chibaneko Kitchen, Days at the Murasaki Bookshop, the Full Moon Coffee Shop. I love the healing fiction, and that has definitely been me reading for pleasure, not pressure. I've just fallen into that and love it. And cozy fiction as well, cozy fantasy. I've been having so much fun with the things that I've been reading, and I definitely have read more outside my usual zones. Like normally I'm an epic fantasy, I know what I like and I read it, and I've definitely dabbled outside of that and have found other things that I've loved. So reading for pleasure, yes. Next is have fun with it, so just creating what I'm finding fun. I think I can do better at that. I think I can have more fun with it, and I think in 2025 I am going to have more fun with it because I've got fun things lined up. But that's not to say I haven't had fun. And with that I've got create more, and I definitely think I have created more this year. I mentioned this in my goals video, but 2024 has actually been the most consistent in terms of uploads that I have ever been. I have uploaded more often on a schedule, so I have therefore been creating more with that. So I'm definitely calling that one a win. And then I have my priority list is next, so allow me to flick over to my priority list, my top 10 priority, where is it? Come here. My top 10 priority list. Let's review. Number 1, The Grace of Kings. Read it, 3 stars. Number 2, The Emperor's Blades. Read it, 5 stars. Number 3, The Fragile Threads of Power. Read it, 5 stars. Number 4, The Hunters. Read it, 4 stars. Number 5, The Darkness Before Them. Read it, 3 stars. Number 6, The Kingdom of Liars. Read it, 3 stars. Number 7, The Will of the Many. Read it, 5 stars. Number 8, A Time of Dread. Read it, 2 stars. Number 9, Sons of Darkness. Read it, 5 stars. Number 10, 7 Deaths of an Empire. Read it, 3 stars. Done! I did my priority TBR. I read it all. I had mixed feelings, but I actually completed a top 10 priority list, which is incredible. I'm so proud of myself for that, because I think that's the first year I've ever done it. Next up, I put mood read. Clearly I lied to myself, because I've actually this year been setting TBRs again, like monthly TBRs, and I haven't always been sticking to them, so I suppose I have been like guilt-free mood reading. My TBRs have been like, here's what I might read, but I also absolutely might not. So maybe I have been mood reading, but I have actually also been setting TBRs. So a little bit of both there, I guess. I don't know if I would call that a win or not. And then I always have enjoy it as a goal. Wow, looking back at this and like looking through the reading checklist of everything, all of the books that I read, they're all written in there. And then the goals in here. It's incredible to look back. I'm so excited to be doing this again for this year. I love this planner. Love it. Oh, the week of Polathon. Oh, I loved it. It's really nice to have this actually to flick back through and see what I got up to. And then at the end, the reviews, which I definitely slacked on doing. Like, I started so well, sticking in the book covers and writing them out and stuff. And then I slacked. So 2025, be better at using this thing. Or the new one, that is. Let's have a look at my goals video and see if there's anything there that I either achieved or did not achieve. I start off by saying 2024 sounds like such a futuristic number. And now we're going into 2025. Goal number 1 was 100 books, smashed it. Number 2 was TBR vets, and I name dropped Illborn and The Black Coast. I still have both of those books, and I have not read either of them. Fail. Number 3, I'm counting as a success, because number 3, I said to do more challenges, more reading challenges, whether that be challenge videos or whatnot, timer challenges, colour wheel challenges, how many pages can I read in X amount of time, etc. And considering in April I did 30 books in 30 days, and then in September I did the beat your page count thing with my patrons and read over 8,000 pages in that month. And then I have done like timer challenge videos, and I did the colour wheel video. I'm counting that as a success, and that's definitely something I want to carry forward as well. Number 4 on my list in the video is final books. As we've just established, didn't do that. Next. I literally say, I'm looking at you, Legacy of Light. Loved Legacy of Ash, loved Legacy of Steel, Legacy of Light, still haven't read it. I still haven't read it. A year on, I still haven't read it. And then I mentioned Fury of a Demon as well. Okay, 2025, you cannot let me get through 2025 without reading Legacy of Light and Fury of a Demon. If you have to comment on every single one of my videos saying, have you read Legacy of Light yet? Do it. Make me read those books. Number 5 on my list is definitely one that I did achieve, and that is quality over quantity in terms of readathons. And I do a lot of 24-hour readathons with my patrons, where I, in the past, would try and just read as many books as possible, whereas now my approach to 24-hour readathons is reading one bigger book rather than as many little ones as possible. So I definitely carried that mentality forward, 100%. Next on my list was my 3-to-1 ratio. Success, really worked very well for me, will be continuing into 2025. Number 7 on my list was complete the priority list. Mission accomplished. Number 8 was mood reading, not setting TBRs. Fail successfully? Is that a mission failed successfully? Possibly. Because I was setting TBRs, but I was mood reading within those and also just ignoring them when I needed to. So I'm going to say mission failed successfully. Number 9 on my list was make more content. I then go on to say my content from 2023 kind of came in waves. I uploaded and then I disappeared, and then I uploaded and disappeared. And as I have already said, 2024 is the most consistent with uploads I have ever been. So success on that one. And then I end out on the very wholesome, make sure you're enjoying it. Make sure you're having fun. And I definitely have been. So overall, I would say that was fairly successful. I'm gonna say win. I didn't do the final books. That one definitely failed. And then the mood reading and not setting TBRs, I definitely changed my mind on, so failed successfully. But those final book ones definitely need to work on. And the TBR vets, they're my main failures. So they're the places where I need to improve in the new year. But overall, I think that was pretty successful. I think I did most of what I set out to do. So I'm happy. I'm proud of myself. I think the fact that I've had so much fun with it this year, and I have enjoyed it, and I've been more consistent, and I've created more things that I've enjoyed doing, and I think that consistency reflects the fact that I've enjoyed it more. Like in 2023, I talk about in that video how I've gone in waves of just disappearing off the face of the planet and not uploading for weeks. I haven't done that in 2024 because I've had things to share, I've enjoyed creating, and I also discussed in that video about just mental energy, comparing myself to other people who, you know, create YouTube videos as their full-time jobs. I am envious of them all, and I can't compare myself to those people that have that much time and energy to do that, because I don't. This is a hobby for me. I have a full-time Monday to Friday job that I love. I love my job. I do. I love my day job. And I want to, you know, put energy and grow and develop in my professional career. And I think I'm at a point with that I've not really been in before. Like, I've always had the day job. This is now more of a personal reflection. I've always had my day job, my office job, but I don't think I've ever been in a job where I've actually wanted to, you know, professionally develop and learn and, you know, do qualifications and so on to develop more and progress professionally. And the job I'm in now, I want that. I am actively doing that currently. So, you know, a lot of my time and energy does go into my day job, so I can't compare my YouTube career to other people that don't have that going on as well. And I still fall into that trap. I do. But I have also been the most consistent I've ever been, and I've been enjoying it a lot. And I think the fact that I'm enjoying my job means that I have more mental energy to enjoy this as well. And I don't know if that fully translates and makes sense, because surely if I'm putting more energy into my day job, I would have less energy. But I think they are different energies that are like balancing themselves out. And because I have that like professional energy and I love my day job, the way I view YouTube has almost changed, and it is a fun hobby outside of my job. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? I'm just really happy with where I'm at. And I think sometimes I do have to have a moment to realise that and recognise that, because I fall into traps of comparing myself to people, and when I get the "here's how your channel did this month" emails from YouTube, should we have a deep moment, a deep review moment here? Every month I get that email from YouTube, I have a moment of thinking, I should just quit. Like, I'm not performing the way that I once did. I'm not growing. I'm not, you know, I'm losing subscribers every time I upload a video. And I look at those stats and just think, why do you bother? And then I close those stats and I step away from them and I have my moment to wallow. And then I just come back to my library and I look around and I look at my camera and I think, that's why you bother. Because you like it. It's fun. You enjoy making content. You enjoy reading. You absolutely love the community that you've created. That's why you do it. You don't do it for the stats email. Who does it for the stats email? No one. So I have a new resolution that I didn't put in my goals video, but here's a bonus one for you. Don't read the stats email. Just don't look at it. You don't care. You really don't care about the stats email. And it just makes you miserable every time you look at it. So unsubscribe from the email. Don't unsubscribe from me. Don't read the stats email, and remember that you do this because you love it and it's fun. That's what I'm taking from 2024. Damn, this got deep. I didn't expect that. This has become like a mini therapy session. That's where I'm gonna leave it. And if you've learned anything from this video, it's that you should be doing the things that you enjoy doing, that bring you joy, that you have fun with. And that's why I'm here. Okay, thanks for listening to me ramble. This has probably been really long. I'm gonna edit out a lot of this. We've been here for 40 minutes. I've been filming for 40 minutes. This is not gonna be a 40-minute video, so there's your heads up that this was 40 minutes to start with. Just imagine how much rambling I've done. Okay, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Happy New Year. Take my moral lesson with you into the new year to have fun with everything that you do. Remember that you do the things that you do because you enjoy it and because you want to. Okay? I will see you in whatever comes next, which will be tomorrow's video because we're in that week of so much content. I don't know what it is off the top of my head, but I'll see you in that. Happy New Year. See you later. Bye.